Mayor Johnson is halfway through his first term with a strong story to tell on crime and a tricky story to tell on finances.
He's offering up a revealing answer today on areas for improvement. He shared that and more with CBS News Chicago political reporter Chris Tye, who joins us now. Chris.
It was an interesting interview, Joe and Erica. There's no way about it. Even some of his key allies say he may not be able to turn around after a rough first 2 years. Allegiances on council have been tested. Promises on holding the line on property taxes have been broken. But a mayor determined not to be a one-termer has a nice story to tell on those crime statistics. The question is, will it be the silver bullet he hopes it is?
At your first trimester, Mark, I was in the crowd of the press conference, and I asked you at that point to give yourself a grade on how you're doing, and you said,
"It's good that I'm the mayor of the city of Chicago, and I don't have to do anything that you asked me to do, quite frankly, right?"
How would you answer that question today?
Differently than that.
The grade today would cover homicide rates down 24% since taking office, a successful DNC and a new teacher's contract, as well as public fights with his head of schools, a chilly relationship with the governor, a broken promise to hold the line on property taxes, and a city budget facing a fiscal cliff.
But a grade?
I still don't think that it's necessary to offer up grade.
What's the biggest lesson, and how will the second half of your term improve on the first?
I have to be a better communicator. I just do.
He says poll numbers are likely to see a bounce as crime numbers remain low.
Look, I don't become mayor of the city of Chicago without some level of political astuteness, right? I do believe that there is a lag. I get what you're getting at. But eventually, I believe that the lag, that people will catch up to what's actually happening.
Then there was his favorite day in office yet, last Thursday.
My phone is blowing up. I'm getting text messages of people are saying congratulations, but I'm working, right? So I'm not even quite sure what had happened.
Popolo sempre in pace.
There's a desire for me to lead a delegation.
So you guys are thinking about maybe a junket over there?
Yeah, well, because I'm not sure when he's coming to America. If we can't get him here in short order, I'm going to work with some folks to see if we can go meet the Pope.
How quickly could you get that done?
The summer is one thing, but if we can, figure it out before the year ends, that would be great.
We'll keep you posted on that possible papal trip. The two sides of his political coin are stark, let's put it that way. He was called the worst mayor in America by the Wall Street Journal, remember that? He says, though, on the other side, his accomplishments also include more behavioral health services for residents and a focus on youth employment in Chicago. Part of his effort to improve communication is simply more interviews like this, more community engagement too, and a bet, Joe and Erica, that crime numbers remain low, and this is the important part, as we enter summer.
Right.
We'll be following that, of course, very closely.
See, he even seems to acknowledge that his tone, the way that he interacts with reporters, has changed over the last, how long would you say it's changed and why?
3 to 6 months. We've seen a different style of his press conferences, kind of more of a panel where his experts are all there for us, more access, certainly, and a slightly lighter demeanor.
All right, Chris, thank you.
You bet.